channel. Today's video is going to be my week 2 budget check-in. So that'll run from the 8th until the 14th of October. It is currently the 18th of October. I am filming this a bit late, but I'm trying to catch up in my videos and I'm actually working from home today, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to film this video. So yeah, let's get right on into it. I have all of my little expenses right here. Like I mentioned in my last video, I'm running out of our food, what they called, little trackers in purple, so I've just decided to use pink. I usually use that for debt, but I've got lots of pink ones, so I thought I would just use them up. We also have two unbudgeted, well, one unbudgeted and one other expense, so you see two red in here. But the first thing that I'm going to do is tick off all the bills that I know we have already paid. So I know that we have paid our home insurance, our internet did come out. I think this pen is acting up. And then we did pay our sofa bill. Phone, Thomas paid his, I just haven't got round to paying mine yet, so I'm not going to tick it off. And we paid our TV licence and our Sky bill. So that's all taken care of. Now let's pop down our expenses. I think I'm going to separate it by category. So we have 4 categories today. We have our food category, we have petrol, eating out, and we have unbudgeted or other. So first of all, I'm going to start with our petrol category. Now we did fill up last week, but we went a lot of places. Thomas went on a bus trip, so he drove all the way there and all the way back. We also went to Ayr for my friend's birthday, so we needed some extra petrol. So we actually got petrol on the Friday, right there. Next, let's move on to eating out. So our first expense is going to be on the Friday as well, and I'm hoping that you'll still be able to see that PD. Yep. So we went out for my friend's birthday. We went to a restaurant not too far from us called the Fox and Willow. So that's £40.30, and then on Sunday we did get a Chinese, and our local Chinese is called the Diamond Inn, and that was for £14.50. Next we'll look at our food. So on Sunday, of course, as always, we did our food shop. So we had Asda for £19.35 and we had Aldi for £40 and 1 pence. And then we also had Thomas's HelloFresh, which came out on the Tuesday. Perfect. And then finally we have our 2 red stickers. So the only unbudgeted that we have is PlayStation. I have been meaning to add it to our bills because Thomas does pay it every month, but every time I ask him he always forgets what day it's due, so I definitely need to update that for November. And then our other is my friend's birthday present. I ended up spending £20 and 20 pence, which is a little bit over budget than what I had planned. I had planned for £20, but there's only a couple of pence over. So that is all of our expenses marked down. I'm now just going to pop down any no spend days that we had. So we had one on the Monday. We also had one on Tuesday. Pop this on top of the bills, and then we had one on Wednesday I meant to say for no spend, and then we had one on the Thursday as well. So 3 this week, which is better than last week as we only had 2. So we are getting there, but yeah, let's move on to our weekly check-in spread. If you haven't seen my full budget setup, I'll leave it in the cards up above. But here is my gorgeous weekly check-in spread. Let's zoom you right in, a bit too far, so that you can see, and then we'll start by writing down our categories. We always check in with the same categories. So first up we always have petrol, then we have our food shop, We have household, eating out, and finally we have unbudgeted. Perfect, so our first category, as it says, is petrol. So let's flip to our monthly, and we only have one petrol expense, and that was for £49.89. Actually, oh, that's quite scary. It's the exact same as last week, and it was two different petrol stations that we went to. So £49.89 spent. And if I grab my calculator, so last week we had £111 left. So minus our £49.89, that leaves us with £50.22. I am hoping that we can deal with just one more fill up of our car. Like I said, it's currently the 18th. And we still have half a tank of petrol left, so I'm hoping to get to at least the 22nd, so this Friday, and fill up my car then, and then that should do us until the end of the month and maybe the start of November. That's kind of my plan. So remaining per week, technically there's 2 weeks left, so divide it by 2, it'd be £25.11 per week, which is not too bad. There, next let's look at food. So we have nothing on this side, they're all on this side. So we had Aldi for £40.01. We had Asda for £19.35, and we had HelloFresh for £34.99. So altogether that came to £94.44, which is closer to our target of £90 per week. Still not under it or exactly on it, but we are getting better. So spent was £94.44. Last week, so the first week we checked in, we had £337.97 remaining. Minus our £94.44 leaves us with £243.53. And then if we divide that by the 2 weeks that's remaining, that leaves us with £101.77, which is pretty good. Next, let's move on to household. Now, I know that we have no household expenses this week, but stay tuned for our weekly check-in next week, as we kind of went overboard during this week on household, because we just decided that some areas in our house that we noticed needed more organisation, we went and did that. So last week we had £110, that's still what we have remaining, and that leaves us with £55 per week. Perfect. Next is eating out. So like I said, we went out for my friend's birthday, and that was £40.30 on the Friday. And then on the Sunday we had Chinese, which was £14.50. So altogether we spent a total of £54.80. Again, that's over what I typically budget per week. I try to stick with £40ish, but I did say in my budget, October budget, that we had a dinner the first week and the second week, so I knew we were going to be slightly over. So I'm hoping that the third week and the last week we kind of rein it back in. Last time we checked in, we had £151.72 remaining. Minus our £54.80 leaves us with £96.92 remaining for the month. And divide that by 2, it leaves us with £48.46, which is still more than enough for us. And final category is our unbudgeted category. Now I know I have 2 red stickers, but the one for my friend's birthday I'm not going to tick off, and I'm not going to include it in my weekly check-in as it is already in my budget. If I show you here, I do have a birthdays category, so that's what I'll use for that. So I'm going to leave that one and just tick off the PlayStation one, and that's the one I'm going to track in our weekly check-in. So total spent is £9. Going to do nothing for remaining per week, but in the total remaining section I'm going to use my red pen to put 9 minus 9. I think he may have another PlayStation payment coming out later on in the month, but this will kind of give me a good idea of what week it falls in, so that for November I can include it in our budget. But that is everything for our weekly check-in. As you can see, we are doing not too bad. Petrol, hopefully we can just fill up one more time, and that should do us to the end of the month. In terms of food, we could try and rein it in a little bit more. I'm hoping to try and get between that £80 and £90 mark every single week. It's just kind of becoming trial and error for us. Household, we still have quite a lot of money left for the remaining month. I know we did spend a lot during this week, but you'll see that when I check in for week 3, and then we should still have money left over for week 4 if we need anything or would like to buy anything. Eating out, we're doing pretty well. We still have over £40 per week, which is doable. And then of course we only have that one unbudgeted expense, which is not too bad. In terms of our budget, nothing has really changed. The only thing I can add in is that we did in fact spend £900 on our sinking funds, and I did send over £50 for our hot tub. Those things kind of always kind of stay the same, or I try and make them. I am tracking Thomas's income weekly on a separate piece of paper. I don't like to put it here, but when I do my budget close I will tell you the actual. And of course you have already seen our monthly overview and how it looks. If I zoom you out a little bit more, you can see it. It's looking quite good. We don't have many bills left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 bills left for the end of the month, and also I need to pay my phone bill. The only other thing to do here is to tick off my friend's birthday, as we have already paid for it, and I only have Thomas's brother's birthday at the end of the month. I think it's around about the 28th, so that will be near the end of the month for us to send him over his present. But that's everything for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below how your October budget is going, if you've tried anything new this month, or if you're buying anything special. I know we're starting to buy Christmas presents and Christmas decorations, which is always super exciting. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please consider hitting that red subscribe button down below. I would absolutely love for you to join us here, and my goal is to get 700 subscribers. So please help me out to reach that goal by hitting that subscribe button. It's free and it just notifies you of my future videos. But thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Have a magical day. Bye.